Alright, well, we've come to the third progress video journal, and I'm truly excited at this point because we're done with the class. We are completely finished at this point. We're wrapping everything up and closing everything off and tying up the loose ends, and I really do appreciate the last 3 weeks to try and get everything together. I really do appreciate that. In this class, I've enjoyed this class. I've enjoyed it. This has probably been one of the best classes I've had at West Georgia, and I'm not just saying that because I had to or anything like that. I also said the same thing for my survey and for my evaluation at the very end. I said the exact same thing because this has honestly been one of the best classes that I've encountered at West Georgia, and Professor Hewitt is probably the best professor, or one of the best professors that I've encountered at the University of West Georgia. One of the things that I was really concerned about with this class was, would I understand it and would I be able to complete all of the work? But I have, and at the first, or on the first progress video journal, I stated that I really did appreciate the tutorials that were provided for us, and I still do. I really do, because without those videos, I really don't know where I would be and how I would have made it thus far without this class or throughout this class. Another thing that I would like to state is that for the latter half of the class, I didn't struggle as much, because we're really just tying up our loose ends at this point and making sure that everything, everything's everything, crossed our T's and dotted our I's. But I've had to email the professor on several occasions, basically with my concerns regarding certain assignments, and I was overwhelmed with the work and with the requirements for the work. But with talking to the professor and getting a lot of clarification about a lot of these assignments and as far as the grades and things like that, I don't feel as overwhelmed. I don't feel like I've really had to struggle throughout this class. It has been a fairly easy class for me. I would recommend this class to anyone, even if they weren't an education major, which I know that it's probably required for education majors, but I would recommend this class completely, and I would definitely recommend this professor. I'm not sure if anyone else actually teaches the course, but I wouldn't want to have it taught by anyone else. So I can say that I have honestly enjoyed this class. I have enjoyed having you, Professor Hewitt, as a professor. I have really learned a lot. I wish that I could really express to you all the things that I've learned, but it's just so much. But do know that I do appreciate the assistance, and I appreciate all of the guidance, and I appreciate the class because it has challenged me intellectually, and it has given me a lot of information to further my education with. One of the things that I liked about one of the last few modules that we did, it may have been in module 5 or 4, I'm really not sure, but one of the things that I did enjoy was the assistive technology project. I really did like that because there were so many different types of assistive devices and tools that I did not know about, and I was really lucky to learn about those things during that module. And so I know that things like that, those types of tools and the resources can be used inside of my classroom because I'm, a special education major, and so those things really do apply to me. So I was grateful that each and every module not only catered to, all of the educational students and education majors overall, but there were specific assignments for SPLs and things that were geared toward other educational majors, not just education as a whole. So I really do appreciate that. Professor Hewitt, I just wanted to say that I really appreciated your class. I really appreciated you as a professor, and I hope that everything works out for you in the rest of your career. Thanks.